Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to TW White & Sons Mazda. Thanks for taking the time to watch our video. What we have to show you today is a 2021 71 plate Mazda MX-5. And this vehicle was actually registered to us as our demonstrator car. It's a 1.5 Sport specification with manual transmission. 1.5 produces 132 PS. It doesn't sound like a lot, but the car weighs less than a ton. They are very, very lightweight, and the 1.5 is a really willing little engine. Revs very freely, you get through the revs quite quickly. It's got a lovely gearbox, which we'll come on to in a moment, is yeah, very, very good engine. When this generation of MX-5 first came out, the journalists all suggested the 1.5 was the one to have. Mazda do build this car with a 2-litre engine as well, but for a lot of people that's just a bit too much, and made the car a little bit more tail happy. So the 1.5 sort of gave the car some balance, which was nice. Finished in jet black mica. The car's got a black leather interior, and these very, very nice sort of bright grey alloys. I'm familiar with the actual name that the Mazda give them, but they're 16-inch wheels, really nice finish, and the car comes with Yokohama tyres from new. This is a soft top. They do a folding metal roof, which is called an RF for retractable fastback, but this is a soft top car. You'd argue this gives you sort of a more full-on open-top experience. The RF has these sort of buttresses that remain in place on this sort of section here, whereas with the cloth top, when you put that down, you get a real full-on open-top experience. Wonderful, wonderful cars to drive. Really, really good fun, and pretty fuel efficient as well because it's such a lightweight car. Car's in perfect condition, as you'd expect. At the time of doing this video, I think it's covered only a couple of 100 miles, so the car, to all intents and purposes, is as new. There is a real long wait to get new cars at the moment across the board, not just for Mazda, but a global shortage of parts, predominantly a microchip called a semiconductor, has led to really long lead times, and MX-5 is no different. So whilst this car is advertised, we are unable to release it just yet, so give us a call and we can talk you through when we're able to release the car, but it is available to be sold. Have a deposit taken on it to remove it from sale. What I'll do is, while we're here, just put the roof down, just you're able to see. Very, very simple and very straightforward with an MX-5. There is a little lever up here, and from what I'm told, the best thing to do is to put your hand under here and use your thumb to just pull that catch. See the windows drop, and all you do is just push the roof back and then push it down to clip it in place. It is that simple, and yeah, full-on open-top experience. It's a very, very well thought out car. The car's actually got because it's a sport, has a Bose Stereo, and that includes speakers in the headrests. So even at a very sensible speed, you see a little mark for Bose here, even at a really sensible speed, the actual voice of your telephone call, if you're using hands-free phone, comes through these speakers, so you can still hear your phone call loud and clear. Just a very nice addition to the car. You have LED headlights on these. Very striking looking car. And I'll show you some of the specification inside, as well as the boot. So with these, you have a couple of options for the boot. You've got a button on the key, and there's actually a little button just down here. All you do is reach under here, just in line with the number plate here, press that little button, and that lets you into the boot. And you get a really good sized boot. It's still got the towing eye and the pre-delivery inspection box in here because it's such a new car. But a real decent amount of space actually, given how small the car is and how compact it is. You could certainly get a decent sized suitcase and a little bit more in there as well. So for such a small car, actually a semi-practical. I'll show you some specification inside. Got this wonderful black leather interior that I mentioned. All in lovely order, as you'd expect. Now, interesting, with MX-5 you don't actually have a height adjuster. So you have the handle here to do the tip of the back of the seat, this little turnbuckle here which will actually lift the base of the seat to sort of come up against the back of your legs at this section, and the runner, as you bring the seat forward, you have the bar underneath to slide you forward. The runner that's on is actually angled, so as you bring the seat forward it brings it up at the same time, and Mazda say there is a seating position there for everybody, you've just got to find it. I'll jump in the car. Actually, I'll probably just put the roof up just in case the weather turns on me. And lock that in place. And I'll just use the same handle to lock the roof in place. Going to start the car up. All you have to do is have the clutch pedal all the way down. Press that starter button one time and the car comes into life. They make a wonderful, wonderful sound, these cars, even at a sort of idle then, and the engine's up to temperature because I've driven it here. It sounds wonderful. Very sort of prominent rev counter straight in front of you. You've got this sort of speedo this side and then a digital display here with all your temperature and fuel gauge and your trip information. Steering wheel controls for cruise control, speed limiter, stereo. Of course, you've got auto lights and auto wipers, and your electric window switches here for both your front windows. Have multimedia system here. This is Mazda's MZD Connect system. It's a system they've been using for some time now. It has inbuilt navigation. This car hasn't got the SD card plugged into it, so I can't show you that. The DAB digital radio, Bluetooth audio streaming, which you can see there, and your hands-free phone as well. The car's got parking sensors on the back of it as well, climate control, air conditioning and heated seats. You'll note down here as well by the USB connector you've got a little white phone icon on the top USB port there, and that is to note that this car has Apple Carplay and Android Auto installed, and so if you have either smartphone that uses those systems, you're able to plug it in via a USB cable and you'll be able to use a whole host of apps from your smartphone through this screen. That includes things like Waze, WhatsApp, Spotify, Amazon Music. It's really, really clever and really good feature. You can also use the maps on your own phone there if you want to as well. It's a 6-speed manual transmission. For me, this is the defining feature of this car. I have driven a lot of manual cars, but this is by far the best manual gearbox I have ever used. It's very sort of short throws, very well weighted and very precise. Of all the times I've driven an MX-5, I've not missed a gear yet, and that is down to how good this gearbox is. Also looks very smart as well. You have a little cutout down here on the passenger side, which is actually for a cup holder. So Mazda supply your cup holders, which is just here, and if you clip that in place, and that sits there, so you've got a passenger cup holder. It's also a brilliant place to put your mobile phone, but I'm sure the authorities wouldn't thank me for saying that. You do have a little glove box back here as well, so a single shot CD just down here, and a glove box here which you're able to lock off the key as well. So it's a little cubby hole down here for storage too. I mentioned the car's only done a couple of hundred miles. It's on 246 miles as it sits today. That will go up as the car is in daily use. Just turn the vehicle off. That sort of very nice leather extends onto the door cards there. Looks very smart. And that's it. That's our Mazda MX-5. Please feel free to give us a call if you've got any questions, if you want to arrange a drive of the car, or just want to arrange a viewing. We do offer live video viewings as well, and we are a Mazda main dealer, but we accept all part exchanges. Very welcome to discuss part exchange with us, even on something that is not a Mazda. And we've got a forecourt of non-franchise used cars as well, so we're always on the look to source vehicles and do our very best to give you a more than competitive offer for your car. Please feel free to give us a call. One of the sales team will be more than happy to help you. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching. Cheers.